Okay, let's continue with mind test 1.2e. Okay, before this you have learned if we have same bases and then let's say 2 to the power of 7 times 2 to the power of 8. Okay, 2 to the power of 7 times 2 to the power of 8 will be 2 to the power of 7 plus 8. So it becomes 2 power of 15. And then if divide 2 power of 7 divided by 2 the power of 2 will be 2 to the power of 2 minus 7 minus 2 will be 2 to the power of 5. So what happens if we have 2 to the power of 7 to the power of 3? It will become 2 to the power of 7 times 3. Okay, so it will become 21. So what happened here is that you could simplify. Okay, first we have 2 to the power of what here?
2.
No, 2 to the power of 1. Okay, originally. So now you do this concept, that is power to the power, outside here power, so you multiply 1 times 2. So we have 2 and then 1 times 2 and then times 3, 4 times 2. Okay, so it becomes 2 to the power of 2 times 3 to the power of 8. So, because the question is asking you to simplify only, not to calculate the value. Because I do not know, I have to use calculator. Okay, but simplify, that's it. Okay, so how about B? So, here is 2 times 3, 5 also times 3. Alright, so it becomes 11 power 6 times 9 power 15. And then C, 13, 3 times 2 divided by 7, 6 times 2. So we have 13 to the power of 6 divided by 7 to the power of 12. So what do we do with the index here?
Minus.
Nothing. Why? Because the bases are not the same. Okay? Alright. And then D, 5 to the power of 3 times 5 times 3 to the power of 4 times 5. So we have 5 to the power of 15 times 3 to the power of 20. And there is nothing more that you should do. Okay. Okay, let's continue with number 1E. Similarly, you have M 3 times 5, N 4 times 5, P 2 times 5. So M to the power of 15, N to the power of 20, P to the power of 10. Now, if you have a number without any power, it actually power of 1. So 2 to the power of 1 times 4, W to the power of 2 times 4, X to the power of 3 times 4. So we have 2 to the power of 4, W to the power of 8, X to the power of 12. And usually for small number, to the power of 4, we can change to 16. Okay? And likewise, for this one, okay, so what you have to understand, in order to open a bracket, it should be negative 3 inside a bracket. So the power of 1 times 6. And A to the power of 5 times 6 over B to the power of 4 times 6. So we have negative 3 inside bracket, power of 6, A to the power of 30 over B to the power of 24. And then again 2 to the power of 1, so we have 2, 1 times 3, A 5 times 3, also 3, 1 times 3, B 4 times 3, and we have 2 to the power of 3, A to the power of 15 over 3 to the power of 3, and B to the power of 12. Usually, but because 2 to the power of 3 and 3 to the power of 3 is small number, so we change 2 to the power of 3 will become 8, A power 15, So 3 to the power of 3 will be 27. B to the power of 12. Is there any question? Let's continue. Question number 2A. 11 to the power of 3 times 4 to the power of 2 over 11 to the power of 2 to the power of 2. Okay. So, you have two options here. Expand the bracket, 3 times 2, 4 times 2, 2 times 2, 2 times 2. Or you can simplify inside the bracket, because here is base of 11 and here is base of 11. Which one you want to do? Simplify inside the bracket, or you want to expand the bracket first? Okay, let's say you expand the bracket. So 11, 3 times 2, 4, 2 times 2, 2 times 2. Okay, and then we get 11 power 6, 4 power 4, 11 to the power of 4. And then here, power of 4 and to the power of 6, we can write 11, 6 minus 4. Okay, times 4 to the power of 4. So we simplify 11 to the power of 2 times 4 to the power of 4.
Oh, sama 11.
That's correct. Okay, alright. If they are similar, then you can use the index to simplify. Similarly, with B, 3 to the power of 3, 6 to the power of 2 times 3, and then 6 to the power of 4. So we have 3 to the power of 3, 6 to the power of 6 over 6 to the power of 4. And we have 3 power of 3 and 6 to the power of 6 minus 4. Understand? Because this is 6 power 6, this is 6 power 4. Okay, and then we have 3 to the power of 3 times 6 to the power of 2. And C, we have to expand the bracket here. 4 to the power of 2 times 3 divided by 6 to the power of 3 times 3. And then, instead of division, you multiply. Then, you write down the other way. So, 4 to the power of 2. Okay, now we have 4 to the power of 6, 6 to the power of 9 times 6 to the power of 3 divided by 4 to the power of 2. Alright, so since 4 to the power of 6, the power is higher at the top, so we are going to solve 6 minus 2. But for 6, I'm going to do it here. And then I write 9 minus 3. You get that?
Oh.
Because the power, whenever power is higher as a numerator, then I'll do it there. If this, in this case, is higher on denominator. So we have 4 to the power of 4 and 6 to the power of 6. Okay, look at the question D. First, I believe this is written wrongly. It should be the 2 is outside the bracket, and then there is another bracket to the power of 3. Okay, to make sure that the base is negative 5. If not, the base is 5. Okay, so here will be negative 4 inside bracket, and then 6 times 2. Similarly with negative 5, 2 times 3. Then here is negative 4, power of 6, and negative 5 to the power of 2. That we can simplify because of the space. Negative 4, this is 12 minus 6. 12 and 6 minus. And then here is negative 5, 6 minus 2. And then the final answer, it will be negative 4 to the power of 6 negative 5 to the power of 4. Is there any question? Okay, right. Let's continue with E. Is there a bracket there for E? No bracket. Okay, so no bracket. First, you have better write x to the power of 1 here. So we can combine 2 plus 3 minus 1. That is for base of x. 2 plus 3 and then minus 1. Okay. Then y 6 minus 2. Okay. Right. So x to the power of 4, y to the power of 4. Any question on this? Alright, let's continue with F. H 3 times 4, K 2 times 4, H 1 times 2, K 1 times 2. Okay, but you do not have to follow me exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so you just can, since you know that is 1, 1 times 2 is 2. Okay, you can simplify. 3 times 4 is 12. You can straightforward go to here, and then K power 8, H power 2, and then K power 2, or you just minus here 2 minus 2, and then you don't have to write this to make sure then it's simpler. Okay, H power 10, K power 6. Any question? Okay, and the last two for question number 2. So we say M 5 times 3, N 7 times 3, M 2 times 2, and 3 times 2. So we have M to the power of 15, and because this is division, divide, minus 4, and then N power of 21 minus 6. So we have M power of 11, N to the power of 15. And the last one will be B to the power of 2 times 3, D to the power of 4 times 3, B to the power of 2 times 2, D to the power of 3 times 2. So we have B to the power of 6 times D to the power, okay, and then we can say minus 4, and then D to the power of 12 minus 6. So we have B to the power of 2, D to the power of 6. Okay, so look at question number 3a. 2m to the power of 2n to the power of 4 to the power of 3, and then 3mn power 4 power of 2, and 12m power 7 n to the power of 12. So it's better to write down whichever number that looks like there's no index, write down to the power of 1. Okay, except like this one, then you should do no mistakes. Times 3 m 2 times 3 n 4 times 3 times 3 1 times 2 m 1 times 2 and 4 times 2, and divided with 12m to the power of 7 and to the power of 12. Okay, so we simplify. So we have 2 to the power of 3, m to the power of 6, n to the power of 12 times 3 to the power of 2, m to the power of 2, n to the power of 8, divided by 12, m to the power of 7, n to the power of 12. Okay, then we can get the values for this. That is, when I'm talking about 2 to the power of 3 will be 8. Then you multiply with 3 times 2, will be 9, then divide by 12. So all these are numbers. Then I combine all the m. M will be power of 6, and then plus 2, and then minus 7. Similarly with n is power of 12, and then plus 8, then minus 12. Okay, so then we calculate 8 times 9 will be 72. 72 divide, or you can cut here, divide by 4, you get 2, get 3, and 3 you can cut with 9, you get 3 here. So 2 times 2 will be 6. So m to the power of 1, and then n to the power of 8, but usually we write 6m n to the power of 8. Okay, let's continue with question number 3b. Write down 5 power 1, okay, in case that it's in bracket. So we can say, let's simplify. Okay, we are not going to write down 1 times 2, but instead we just write down 2. Okay, and x is also power 1. 1 times 2,
2.
and then y to the power of
8.
8. 6x power 10 y, and then copy others. And then this is 25. This is 8, this is 6, and this is 15. Okay? Right. Then all the x, 2 plus 10 minus 4. You understand? Alright. Then the y, power of 8 plus 1, 1 here, and then minus 6. Okay? Then help me with calculator. What is the value of 25 times 6 divided by 50?
10.
10. Okay, so we have 10, and then x to the power of 8, and the y to the power of 3. Okay, help me check the answer. Okay, and the last question. With 24d power 3 e power 5, that's one, nothing to do. We just copy, and then here will be 3 power of 1, so 3 to the power of 2 because 1 times 2, and then d to the power of 6 because 3 times 2, and then e to the power of 8 because 4 times 2, and then why there is a bracket here and there's no power outside, so no need to write down the inside the bracket. Just copy again, and then 6 power 1, d is to the power of 1, so 6 to the power of 3, d is also to the power of 3, and e to the power of 6. Then we take all the numbers. 24 times 9 divided by 6 to the power of 3 will be 216. Okay, help me with that number. What is the answer?
Okay.
24 times 9 divided by 216.
1. Okay, yeah.
Should be 1. Yeah, correct. And then D, it will be 3 and 6. 3 plus 6. Is there any D here? Yeah. Minus 5. And then minus 3. Okay. And then how about E? E to the power of 5 plus 8. And then we have here minus 6. Then minus 6. Okay. So you don't write 1. So D will be 9 minus 5 will be 4. 4 minus 3 will be 1. So D power 1. E will be 5 plus 8, 13 minus 6 minus E also 1. So you write down DE. Okay, that's all the exercise from mind test 1.2e.